Alrighty guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. So today we are doing a Philadelphia 76ers rebuild in NBA 2K24. And I don't think anybody knows what's going on with the Philadelphia 76ers now, especially James Harden. And it's not just James Harden too, it's also Joel Embiid, and nobody knows if he's going to actually request a trade or not, but it's looking like he is going to stay with the team for at least one more year. I don't know what's going to happen after that. And actually, Tobias Harris too, also, I think he said something about the Philadelphia 76ers fans and how they would trade him for like a bag of chips or something like that. So I don't know if that's like a hint that he might be leaving soon. But despite all of that, I definitely think they had a pretty good offseason here. They went ahead and signed Kelly Oubre not too long ago. They also went ahead and signed Patrick Beverley, Mo Bamba. They re-signed Paul Reed. He was about to go to the Utah Jazz, but the 76ers actually matched the offer here. Then they also went ahead and signed Danny Green. So honestly, it was a pretty good offseason here for the Philadelphia 76ers, but the only thing that's probably holding them back right now is James Harden and the team. I don't know if he's going to even play. I don't know if he's going to report at training camp. So that does make this quite difficult. But there was a rumor about James Harden saying, or it's like a rumor, I don't know if it's true, that he was going to actually make it like so uncomfortable that they have no choice but to trade him. So he might actually stay realistic and trade him at the trade deadline. That's probably what I'm going to do here. But if you take a look at the rotation, we got James Harden, Tyrese Maxey, Tobias Harris, PJ Tucker, Joel Embiid, Kelly Oubre, DeAnthony Melton, Paul Reed, Mo Bamba, and then Patrick Beverley at the end of the rotation. I'm going to run a 10-man and get Beverley in there. Then after that, we should be fine. And then Montrezl Harrell, he actually tore his ACL and MCL, so he won't be playing for a long, long time. So I don't know what's going to happen with him, so I just put him injured. So yeah, that's your rotation, and I'll see you guys at the trade deadline to maybe go ahead and trade James Harden. Alright, so we're stopping at the trade deadline right now. We're 37-13 on the team. So honestly, we're pretty good as a team with Harden. Harden he's actually playing amazing right now. 23 points, 5 rebounds, 11 assists, 44% from 3. I would love to keep him, but we have to stay realistic and go ahead and trade him. So it was really hard finding out James Harden trades for sure, because the Clippers are no longer a destination, because a report came out that they've ended trade discussions with James Harden, so they're not getting him for sure. The other team I had in mind a little bit was like the LA Lakers. They can offer a package of like D'Angelo Russell, maybe Jackson Hayes, and a couple for a second, something like that. That could be an option. It doesn't really hurt the Lakers either. It kind of makes them better. So yeah, that could be a very good trade for the Lakers here. We get like D'Angelo Russell to be a nice point guard for this team. The other team I had in mind was the Nets, but I wouldn't see why they would want James Harden back, even though it would be a pretty decent fit. And yeah, that's really the only team the Toronto Raptors as well. They can offer OG Anunoby and something like that. But yeah, I don't see why the Raptors would be interested in James Harden at all. I mean, maybe if they're still trying to contend, it could make sense, but I don't really get the fit, to be honest with you. I mean, yeah, they might have to, and I don't know if they'd be willing to trade OG Anunoby for James Harden, because, I think we all know the Toronto Raptors GM wants everything in the world for OG Anunoby. So yeah, the only realistic trade maybe I had in mind was sending over to the Lakers for D'Angelo Russell. That could make sense. So yeah, we're actually going to try and do this here. So James Harden for D'Angelo Russell. Let's say they give up this first round pick, 2026, and then a couple seconds to get this deal to go through. So let's say it's 3 second round picks, a first, D'Angelo Russell, and for James Harden. And then yeah, I wish I could squeeze like another player out of them, but we're going to have to give up a player, and I don't want to do that. So James Harden to the Lakers for D'Angelo Russell, a first, and 3 seconds, where they say, and they do say no. Wow, okay, how about only 1 first and 1 second? And they agree, so we get off of James Harden, we get D'Angelo Russell, I guess. I don't know if D'Lo is going to be back for the team, because I kind of want Tyrese Maxey to develop into that starting point guard, and he's an expiring contract, so let's say if he opts into his player option, we can trade him for something. So yeah, I don't know if this is actually going to happen, but yeah, it's really difficult thinking of James Harden trade. So your new rotation is D'Angelo Russell, Tyrese Maxey, Tobias Harris, PJ Tucker, Joel Embiid, Kelly Oubre, DeAnthony Melton, Paul Reed, Patrick Beverley, and Mo Bamba. So Ja Morant is your MVP, and we got Rookie of the Year going to Victor Wembanyama, sixth man Chris Paul, defensive player Giannis, most improved Nas Reed, clutch player going to Trae Young, with Coach of the Year going to Nick Nurse. So this year we actually went 60 and 22 in the season, as you can see, with Nick Nurse being your Coach of the Year. So all the first team we got nobody. On the second team we do get Joel Embiid. He averaged about 26.5 points per game, 12 rebounds, and 33% from three. We got LeBron making it. James Harden did make All-NBA second team. He actually played pretty good with the Lakers. And then here's All-NBA third team. So, yeah. And this year, like I said, we were the number one seed, and we have to play the Miami Heat. So, heading into our player stats here, we got 26.5 from Embiid. We got 19 from Maxey, 17 from Oubre. Okay. So, him being our third best scorer on a minimum contract is absolutely amazing. We got 15 from D'Angelo Russell. We got 10 from Tobias Harris, 10 from D'Anthony Mellon, 9 from Paul Reed. He is hurt, though, but he should be back. Mo Bamba with 7, 3 from Danny Green, 3 from Daniel House, and 3 from Patrick Beverly, with 2 from PJ Tucker and .7 from Flip. So, like I said, we got to play the Heat. But is Paul Reed back? I don't think he's back. He's not back. And Montrezl Harrell, yeah. So, we got to play the Heat. So, Kyle Lowry, Richardson, Jimmy Butler, Kevin Love, Bam Adebayo. Obviously, this team does not have Damian Lillard yet. So, let's see what happens against the Miami Heat. Okay, Paul Reed is fully healed. Really good addition, and we are going to beat the Heat in 5 to advance to the second round to play the Atlanta Hawks. So the Atlanta Hawks have Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, DeAndre Hunter, Sadiq Bey, Clint Capella, Yankee Kalu, AJ Griffin, Jalen Johnson, Bogdan, Bruno Fernando. So their depth is pretty decent, but can we beat the Atlanta Hawks though? So game 1, they're going to take. Game 2, we're going to tie it up. Game 3, they're going to take. Game 4, D'Anthony Mellon, bruised right forearm. They're going to take the 3-1 lead, and D'Anthony Melton is back. We're going to lose in 7 by the Atlanta Hawks. The Atlanta Hawks are still a dog in 2K, as you can see. We got the Warriors and the Hawks in the finals, with the Atlanta Hawks going to win championship, finals MVP going to Trae Young. So LeBron James does retire. We got Kyle Lowry, Al Horford, Thaddeus Young, and Mike Conley as well. None of our players retired. Actually, they did. PJ Tucker is gone, and Danny Green is gone. So, they were both really old, I'm pretty sure. They both were like 30. Okay, Danny Green was 37. PJ Tucker was almost 40. So, I can definitely see that happening soon. So, into the draft ladder here. I doubt we have a lottery pick, and obviously we don't, but we do have pick. Or do we even have a pick in this draft? I have to see real quick. So, we have pick 29, and we got a couple second-round picks as well. So we got pick 29. I don't think it makes sense to trade the pick. I doubt we're going to get anything for it. But if I was to trade a pick, it'll probably get an upgrade at the backup power forward, or the power forward, or the power forward all around. Because I don't really think Paul Reed's like a power forward. I think he's more of a center for sure, and then a backup small forward. Or we can move on from Tobias Harris this offseason. There's so much we have to do this offseason, man. So we're hopping into the draft. That's the first thing we're going to do, and I'm going to go ahead and select A.J. Johnson with pick 29, and then the second round pick, I'll go ahead and take Gabe House Jr., I guess, and that'll conclude my draft. So I'm going to go ahead and sign all 3 of these guys, because these guys can be thrown in a trade. So team of player option, D'Angelo Russell did decline his player option, which is kind of unfortunate. I would love for him to accept that, so we can maybe do opt-in trade, if that makes sense, and then qualifying offers. We got Tyrese Maxey. I would love to bring him back. It didn't let me extend him at the extension deadline for some reason, but Maxey is the main free agent I want back, and we got D'Angelo Russell and Tobias here. So we should have money for like a max play. Yes, we do. So we have to keep that in mind here, or do we want to go ahead and run it back with D'Angelo Russell? I think we go ahead and probably sign a max player here, because we definitely need a second star next to Embiid, and Maxey's going to be back. So yeah. Now that I think about it, if we do sign like a max player here for a max contract, like Kawhi Leonard, Kawhi and Joel Embiid sounds absolutely amazing, but I just don't see it happening, to be honest with you. He does have some offers, but I really don't see it happening. And he's 33, so I really don't like the addition, even though it sounds amazing. James Harden would be ironic if we go ahead and bring him back. Paul George, Drew Holiday. Yeah, there's Pascal Siakam. I feel like I always get him. I might just go ahead and re-sign all of our guys, to be honest with you. OG Anunoby could be or I might go. Yeah, it's not really anybody like I have so much interest in. I'm gonna I'm gonna go ahead and sign him right away. So we might just go ahead and bring back our guy. So no, I feel like if we did do something, it would be signing a backup center. So Mason Plumlee, NK Kungwu, Christian Wood, James Wiseman, Zach Collins. I might go ahead and go for like a Zach Collins here to be our backup center. But the first thing we're gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and re-sign Tyrese Maxey here. I definitely want him back on the team. He will most likely be our starting point guard, but what I do want to do is get like a sign and trade for D'Angelo Russell. I don't want to lose him for nothing since we got him for James Harden. I'm actually gonna do a sign and trade for him. Before we sign and trade him, I'm actually gonna go ahead and sign Zach Collins to a 3-year deal. So I'm going to try and get a bench piece in Aaron Nesmith here. I'm offering Jaden Springer, Sam Hauser, and a second-round pick. I'm not trading a first for Aaron Nesmith, no way. So Jaden Springer, Sam Hauser in a second, and they agree. So we get our backup small forward in Aaron Nesmith here. I move AJ Johnson to the small forward because I thought we were going to trade him, but I guess not. So yeah, I'll move him back to the shooting guard. Then after that, we should be fine. We get Aaron Nesmith as a nice backup small forward, a nice bench piece, and then I will still love to aggress the power forward position. So I'll try to make a trade upgrade the power forward, but I just don't think it's there. This is the best trade I can think of here. I mean, I don't really want Andre Drummond, so we're going to keep him out of the deal. I want Io to move out of this trade, though, so, I mean, if we can squeeze, like, Kobe White or Alex Caruso instead, that would be amazing. So, I mean, Caruso goes down a lot overall, so let's say we get Kobe White. So, say it's Io unprotected first, and Kobe White for D'Angelo Russell. The Chicago Bulls get their point guard because they're obviously not rebuilding, so we'll do the Bulls say to this. If we can't get this to go through, I got one more trade, and if that doesn't go through, I'll be okay with keeping him to the to like the deadline or something like that. Let's go ahead and offer this, and they want a first and flip. They'll give me Julian Phillips. I mean, yeah, I can see why they want it first, because the contract I gave him is kind of stupid. I mean, we're swapping picks. I mean, I don't love swapping picks. We are getting a young player in Julian Phillips, which could be thrown in a trade later as well. But honestly, I'll be wanting to do the trade here. We go ahead, we trade D'Angelo Russell in a first. We got Io DeSumo a first, Kobe White, and Julian Phillips, honestly. Sign me up for that. We go ahead and get better as our depth here. So what I want to do is I'm going to move Maxey to the point guard, and then, yeah, he stays the same. So we got Maxey, Io DeSumo, we got Kobe White, AJ Johnson, Tobias Harris. We got Paul Reed and Joel Embiid. So this team, I'm still not ready to go to the next season with this, definitely. So I'm just going to go ahead and re-sign our players. So DeAnthony Melton, I'm definitely going to re-sign him. $10 million for 3 years, get him back under the team. And then Patrick Beverley as a nice, like, veteran guy for this team sounds pretty good to me. So Pat Bev, 1+1 minimum contract. So get those guys back. Patrick Beverley and DeAnthony Melton, welcome back to the team. Then Kelly Oubre and Mo Bamba. I mean, we can still bring back Mo Bamba for extra depth. We need a backup power forward for sure. There's obviously a lot we still need to address. So Javonte Green, we got like Stanley Johnson down there. I'll sign Javonte Green to a 1-year minimum contract, and then Mo Bamba and Kelly Oubre, we can bring them back as well. And we still need a backup small forward. There's obviously a lot that I want to go ahead and address. We might not be able to address it like right now. So I mean, backup small forwards available. We got Austin Rivers, Bryant, or not shooting guards. Means Daniel House, I guess they'll go and just bring him back here. So Daniel House, I'll give it a 1+1 minimum as well. And then extra small forward depth. I mean, what do we need now? Okay, we got 15 players in the roster, so that'll be my last addition, Daniel House. And then Kelly Oubre and Mo Bamba, even though I love to bring back Kelly Oubre, there's no need for many more on this team. So, yeah, it's definitely not the best offseason for sure, but that James Harden really got me confused a lot. But, yeah, we're definitely going to need to still address a lot of stuff here, like our power forward position and stuff. But, yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and be okay with going into player progression here. Actually, I'll go ahead and sign an extra player just in case, because I actually got a plan here. So give me, like, Sam Hauser on, like, a 1-year minimum contract, and then I'll see you guys in player progression, because I actually got a plan here. Trade for a power forward, but your rotation heading into this season is Tyrese Maxey, Kobe White, Tobias Harris, Paul Reed. Like, the starting five is not really how I want this team to go at all. We got Zach Collins, DeAnthony Melton, Aaron Nesmith, Io DeSumo, and Patrick Beverley. Honestly, at this point, I mean, we don't really have a backup power forward, like, at all, to be honest. So, yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and run this rotation, and I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Or at the trade deadline to go ahead and make a trade. We need something, man, because I just don't like what we have at all. This is my guy PJ Washington. So we can't match his salary just yet, though. I mean, we definitely, or actually, we can match his salary. So it looks like we can take on some extra money here. Then I'll also give you Patrick Beverly once again. I'm gonna try to keep what's name out the trade though, and then they give me like this Bugnay. Okay, somehow Bugnay still has 2-star trade value. There's no way JT. Okay, JT Thor. There's no way kid. Okay, they all looks like they all have value. All right, so this might be even harder than I thought it would be. AJ Johnson we might have to trade though. I mean, we really have no assets to trade. I'm gonna try not to give up a first for Washington. I mean, yeah, AJ Johnson might have to be in the trade, sadly, even though he's playing actually really good for us. 38% from 3, 7.2. Might have to be in the deal here. Maybe he can get a bigger opportunity there. I don't know. So Javonte Green, AJ Johnson for Patrick Williams and Kai Jones here, and they do decline. Okay, but they're close to agreeing to it for sure. And let's say it's a second-round pick, and they counter. They want Julian Phillips in a second. They'll give me Cody Martin. Honestly, at this point, I'm gonna accept this trade. We get people watching to be our backup power forward for this team. I don't know if we're contenders right now, but it's a very good addition to the backup power forward. They want to start Zach Collins next to Embiid. Honestly, at this point, I really don't care anymore. Yeah, let's just do it, man. We get Pedro Washington. Let's see his shot tendency. It's a 58. I'll boost it up just a little bit to like a 67. And after that, I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Nikola Jokic is your MVP. This year we still made the playoffs, but this year we are the third seed. So we didn't make the first seed like last year. Or did we make the first seed last year? I might be getting confused. But anyway, in the player stats, we got 23 from Maxey, 22 from Embiid. Embiid, it's like he got hurt every single time he touched the court. It just feels like that, man. Okay, he only played 68 games. So I guess I'm overreacting. We got 15 from Tobias Harris, 13 from Zach Collins off the bench. We got 13 from DeAnthony Melton off the bench, and we got 12 from Ibasumu off the bench. So our bench wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. We got 9 from Kobe White as our, he started some of the season. 8 from Washington, 7 from Aaron Nesmith, 6 from Paul Reed, 2 from Cody Martin, and 1 from Patrick Beverly, and 0.6 from Daniel House Jr. with Kai Jones of 0 points. So you got to play the Pacers in the first round. They got Terry Halliburton, Benedict Mathurin, Ron Holland, Patrick Williams. I love those 2 additions, not gonna lie. Miles Turner, Isaiah Jackson, Jarris Walker, T.J. McConnell, Sam Huser, and Ben Shepherd. So obviously, we signed and traded them Sam Huser. He averaged 4 points per game. But against the Indiana Pacers here, we are gonna, Embiid's fully healed, and we are gonna go ahead and beat them in 6. So Embiid is back, and he averaged 22 points per game. So I guess he did something. We're moving on to play the Hawks. So the Hawks, there's no way we lose by this team again, right? Something seems missing on out there is having literally Clint Capella, DeAndre Hunter, and Spencer Dinwiddie off the bench. Honestly, never mind. We might actually lose by this team, to be honest. So, against the Hawks, Paul Reed cut on the head. Don't know how that happened, but he's fully healed, and we're going to get swept. Okay, the Hawks are really annoying in 2K, as you can see, man. They just keep winning and winning and winning. We got the Timberwolves and the Cavaliers, and the Timberwolves going to win the championship. Finals MVP going to Anthony Edwards. What team did the Timberwolves have? Shake Milton and Jaden. I mean, I guess, but we definitely could have beat them if we went to the finals. Man, as much as I hated, the Lakers got them run over a pick, but anyway, as much as I hate it, man, I think we might have to go a different direction here. We have barely any first round picks left, barely any seconds. I think it finally might be time to trade Joel Embiid. He's on an expiring contract here. I think it finally might be time to get what we get for Joel Embiid. And yeah, I think it might be time to go a different direction here in Philadelphia and trade Joel Embiid, sadly. So yeah, this might be a long rebuild, but I think we trade Joel Embiid. And I think we trade him over to, like, the New York Knicks or the Miami Heat here. So the Knicks, what do they have now? Like, they're not rebuilding or anything, are they? So the Knicks, they're over here. Okay, the Knicks, honestly, yeah, we could get some assets for them. We could get, like, R.J. Barrett, but that means Tobias Harris will be gone. But, yeah, I mean, it's okay assets, but they can want to trade him to the Heat here. Like, I don't want to be bad by any means. There's no consent of us being bad, because then this video we probably will go to, like, 2040. So there's no intent of us being bad. So I think we squeeze Tyler Hero out of the Miami Heat here for Joel Embiid. Honestly, this could be fair. And if we can squeeze Bam Adebayo out of him, that would be absolutely insane. So Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo for Joel Embiid. You could argue that this is way too much for Embiid, but the Heat might actually do something like this here. They're definitely willing to go ahead and get another star on this team, as you can see with Damian Lillard. They really, really want him on the team. They've been trying. It feels like every single day, like those NBA Central tweets every every single day, man. But anyway, Joel Embiid for Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo, and then we also get like pick 14 in the draft. Let's see what they say to this. I'm completely fine with doing this trade, and they do decline, which is fair, I guess. And then we might have to give up something to, make it worth their while to do something as crazy as this. Cody Martin, sure, or Patrick Williams here, Washington. Let's say it's Cody Martin. Let's say it's Cody Martin in the trade. Let's see what they say to this, and they do not agree. What do they say that weakens our shooting guard spot? Don't they have? Oh yeah, I can see why it weakens it. I have nobody to throw at you except for like D'Anthony Melton, which I would absolutely suck to trade D'Anthony Melton. I would rather trade Kobe. If we had to choose between D'Anthony Melton and Kobe White, I would definitely trade Kobe White here. So Cody Martin, Kobe White. We'll see if they say to this, and they do. Okay, they're getting closer and closer to agreeing. I feel like we're giving up too much for if we're trading one of the best players in the NBA right now, but let's just offer this. And they do still decline it. Okay, let's go back in Cody Martin, and they do still decline. Okay, alright. We have nobody else to throw at them. We can revisit this, like, after team of player options here, so we can, like, accept some of our guys, throw them in the trade, or we can just get, like, Bam Adebayo, or like, choose one, Tyler Hero or Bam Adebayo, but I really want them both, so, yeah, I guess we can, like, not include Bam Adebayo, I guess, and then just get this from him, but I want Bam Adebayo, so I'll revisit this after, like, the draft or something like that. We're back after the draft here, and we can finally. So I accepted Gabe House as well as Daniel House Jr. But I'm going ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and include Cody Martin in the trade as well. And then we trade a first round pick like they wanted. So Joel Embiid, and then let's just say it's a 2029 first round pick. Nobody knows if this is gonna be valid or not. So Joel Embiid, Bam for Tyler Hero and a first. We also trade a couple assets as well. What do they say to this? And they still they're talking about that shooting guard thing again. So I'll include Kobe White like you wanted. So let's say what they say to this. If this is the same trade offer and they don't agree, then I'll include like Daniel House in the trade. Finally, man, we get Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo, so I feel like that was a W trade. We had to give up some stuff, but it shouldn't really hurt our team that bad. The Miami Heat get an absolute superstar. They get Joel Embiid. They stole our shooting guard and Kobe White. It was definitely a win-win trade for sure. So, yeah, we got Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo for Joel Embiid. We had to trade some assets, but it should be fine at the end of the day. One thing we also need to do is sign a power forward, then we should be fine. I just really thought it was time to trade Joel Embiid, so yeah, qualifying offers. Kai Jones, honestly, that's a big qualifying offer. I should have declined that or something. But Kai Jones is a free agent. Then after that, we don't really have any money to spend really. So we definitely need a power forward. So we might address that now or at the trade deadline with Washington's salary as well as Paul Reed. We can definitely trade for a really good starting power forward in the league. We need a backup small forward. So that's what I'm gonna do. So Najee Marshall, T.J. Warren, give me Najee Marshall. Why not? So Najee Marshall. $4 million for 2 years, or Neesmith. Hold on, can we still bring back Neesmith? Let me check for this. All right, so let's decline Najee Marshall for a sec. But can we bring back Aaron Neesmith? And it's not looking like we could. He would be a great addition, man. Like Neesmith. Okay, actually, we can bring him back. So Aaron Neesmith. I'll go and sign him to a 2-year deal. So Aaron Neesmith will be our backup small forward instead of Najee Marshall. So really good there. Sign him to a 2-year deal. Then after that, we should be in the clear here. We could sign some extra depth, which I might actually do here. So I'm just going to go ahead and sign extra guard. So TJ McConnell, I'll go ahead and bring in like Alec Burks, Chris Duarte, like Malik. It's actually too much money. Let's just bring in like Karis LeVert for a minimum, and then I'll sign an extra center. Give me like Omer on like a 1-year deal, $3 million, and then something like this. So yeah, that'll okay. Actually decline that, so we're gonna have to sign somebody else. Let's just say we go ahead and sign Metu, or we have to wait. So and then let's just go ahead and sign Metu here on the minimum. Then after that, we should be fine. And I'll see you guys in player progression. Hopefully it's looking good here. Or did I even offer him a contract? What's going on? He's not signing. I forgot to offer him it. So Metu, go ahead and sign him. Then Kai Jones will be back in qualifying offer. Then we should be in the clear. What's up? Tyrese Maxey is up. Bam Adebayo. Tobias Harris is also up a couple of overalls. Ayo Dosunmu progressed to like a 78 overalls. That's amazing. Karis LeVert is going down overall, but he should play somewhat minutes, I guess. And then we got like Kai Jones going up, McConnell going down, with Gabe Helshinger going up one. So yeah, honestly, I really like the offseason that we just pulled off. I'll see you guys in the rotation. Rotation is Tyrese Maxey, Tyler Hero, Tobias Harris, PJ Washington, Bam Adebayo, Zach Collins, DeAnthony Mellon, Ayo Dosunmu, Aaron Nesmith, and Karis LeVert in the rotation. With Paul Reed out of the rotation, honestly, I'm sorry, Karis LeVert, but I'm playing our backup power forward. I'm playing Paul Reed. That also evens out our rotation, which is amazing. So yeah, I'm not 100% with Tobias Harris and PJ Washington being our starting forwards for this year, but I guess it should be fine until like the deadline. I'll go ahead and either trade Tobias Harris for Washington. It will most likely be an upgrade at the power forward, and then just seeing what Tobias Harris can do. He's on an expiring contract, so yeah, that could become valuable also. So it's going to be interesting what we do at the trade deadline. So at the deadline here, I'm going to try and get an established starting power forward in Jared Vanderbilt. So yeah, let's offer this to the Lakers and see what they say. And they want Karis LeVert and who can be Gabe Vincent. I mean, like, Gabe Vincent, I mean, there's no need for him, like, at all. But I guess we can flip him later, give like him a contract buyout. That's probably me. Yeah. Let's give a contract buyout to Gabe Vincent here. We go ahead and get him, and then we get Jared Vanderbilt. We buy out Gabe Vincent. We trade Karis LeVert. Let's agree to this. Let's go ahead and pretend like we're like giving him a contract bio and let's like release him in a free agency, I guess. And then yeah, that should be it. So we get Jared Vanderbilt. Just ignore all that. So Tyrese Maxey, Tyler Hero, Tobias Harris, Jared Vanderbilt, Bam Adebayo, Zach Collins, DeAnthony Mellon, Ayo Dosunmu, Aaron Nesmith, Paul Reed. So I'm not saying Jared Vanderbilt is gonna be our starting for the future, but he is young. He still has some potential now, and we'll see what's gonna happen, man. We're probably not gonna win a championship this year by any means, but there's a solid chance. Our team is actually pretty good. End of the season here, we actually did make the point. We were the 7th seed. That's actually a very good start to this kind of rebuild. I wouldn't say it's like a rebuild, and since we are still wanting to contend, I mean it's kind of a rebuild. I don't know, but we got 20 from Hero, 20 from Maxey, 17 from Bam. Injury sucked at the end, man. Like Zach Collins literally broke his arm. Vanderbilt broke his right leg out for the season. So what luck him? What is this luck, man? Like everybody's breaking bones. What's going on? We're starting Paul Reed, which isn't terrible, but he hasn't progressed at all for us, even though I wished he did. So we're without Jared Vanderbilt for the entire playoffs, so that's kind of disappointing. We got to play the Knicks. They're not that good. Somebody must be hurt for their team, right? And it's Mitchell Robinson. Yeah, we should be able to beat this team. No reason why we should lose. And yeah, they say that we do win. So we're moving on to the playoffs to play the Pistons. Vanderbilt, I would love him to be back, man. Like if he can come back at least like at the end, that would be amazing. But I just don't think he will. Also, Zach Collins. Alright, so game one, or against the Pistons, we're just gonna go ahead and okay, Zach Collins is back. We almost blew a 3-0 lead there. If we would have did that, I probably would have rage quit. But yeah, we gotta play the Celtics now. Where's Tatum, bro? Because I know they brought him back for a fact. No, they didn't. Wow. Okay, so Tatum is gone. That's actually a huge loss for them. Starting Josh Okogie with Tatum gone, I definitely think we can beat the Celtics. So against the Celtics, okay, I'll just assume hamstring injury, but he's back immediately. And the Celtics are gonna go up 2-1. We're gonna even it up. They're gonna go up 3-2, and then we're gonna force a game 7. All right, so it's actually really good. It's actually really good here. If we can go ahead and make it past the conference finals, that would honestly be insane. But let's just see what happens. So, because when we all know this team hasn't made it past the conference finals or hasn't made it to the conference finals in the years, and it's a close game here, but we are gonna fall short. So honestly, it's a sign that we're actually really going to be a really, really good team in the future, I can tell here. So we got Jason Tatum versus former team in the NBA Finals. I mean, let's just see what happens, honestly. That's kind of interesting, and the Jazz are going to win. Wow, Tatum is your Finals MVP. That's actually insane, bro. So we got pick 16 in the draft here. At this point, I think I want to move up and select a small forward here. That might be my best get here. I don't know if I can rely on Tobias Harris anymore. Once again, he's a really good role player, but he's old, man. He's 34. He's been in the league for about 15 years, and I think it's about time we go ahead and trade him. So Tobias Harris, I mean, like, let's see the lottery here. So, I mean, the Cavaliers are the number 1 overall pick. That's actually insane. I don't know what happened there. The Raptors, Pelicans, Wizards. The unthinkable and try and get, like, Bryce James on this team. team, that is actually a very, very cool idea to get Bryce James, as our starting small forward of the future. You move on from Tobias Harris. I love that addition right there, but where is he projected to fall? He's projected to go ahead and fall 9 to the Thunder or the Warriors. Let's see the Warriors roster first. I mean, yeah, they definitely could select Bryce James here. They don't really have a backup small forward. And what was the other team again? Yeah, I forgot very, very fast, as you can see. And the other team, I think, was like the Thunder. Yeah, it was the Thunder. And then, yeah, so I might trade with the Thunder or the Wizards here. If he goes to another team, that'll be very disappointing. But I think I'm going to trade for, like, the Thunder or pick. Yeah, I mean, either team can basically sign him, but I'm not risking it. I'm trading for the Warriors. I might actually trade for the team above them. And what is the team above them, man? I'm just forgetting everything right now. It is the Jazz. So either I'm going to try and trade for the Jazz pick, the Warriors pick, or the Thunder pick to go ahead and get Bryce James on the team. The Jazz just won the championship, so I can definitely see them trading and trading the 7th overall pick to make this team even better here. So they have a pretty good roster, like I said, but they don't really have a good backup small forward. Bryson Sabah, I love him, but he hasn't developed for them. So Tobias Harris is a backup small forward for them. They honestly really like the idea. It's a 3-star value for a 3-star value. Let's offer this at them and see what they say. Okay, we're getting pick 7, and we are drafting Bryce James to be our new starting small forward. So the Jazz, they get a nice backup to back up Tatum or start whatever. We're getting Bryce James, all right? Hopefully he doesn't go like 6 or 5 or 4. That'll be very disappointing. So, number 1, we got Daryl Peterson. Number 2, Cameron Boozer. Malik Thomas. The Wizards are selecting Koa Pete. The Thunder. They had another pick. Okay, no, it's Jaden. Okay. So we are going to draft Bryce James to be our new starting small forward. No doubt in my mind. Bryce James, welcome to the team. Let's go. We also got another pick in the draft, pick 16. We got Dorell Long. We got Lynch. Let's go ahead and select like Mitchell Sanders, and that'll conclude my draft. Contract here and Mitchell Sanders, but team and player options we have nothing. And then qualifying offers we got Gabe House, Kia Jones, Kai Jones. I'm declining the both of them. I'm not taking on that qualifying offer once again. So free agency, Luka's a free agent. Do we have like money for like a max player? And no, we do not. Not even really close. I mean, we could. I'm not gonna do it. All right. So Bam Adebayo is a free agent. We got a lot of free agents to worry about. Kai Jones, I might just decline him. And then I'm definitely gonna bring back Bam Adebayo. I was asking for an absolute bag. I'll be one to give him that. So Bam, welcome back to the team. Paul Reed, I'm also gonna give you a contract, $3 million for 3 years. Sounds good to me. Not a bad contract. And Ayo Dosunmu, I'm gonna bring you back as well. I feel like $11 million for 3 years is fair, or 4 years to be our backup point guard. Doesn't really matter. So bring those 3 guys in, or 4 guys in. So yeah, actually 3 guys. So bring those 3 guys, and then after that we should be in the clear here. So bring in those guys in. Then after that, we can. All right, so we are available to sign all 3 of them. So right now, our team is looking like Tyrese Maxey, Ayo Dosunmu, Tyler Hero, Anthony Melton, Aaron Nesmith, Bryce James, Jared Vanderbilt, Paul Reed, Bam Adebayo, and Zach Collins. So I have it all pictured out in my mind what this team, I'm telling you, this team's going to be a legitimate contender in the future here. But yeah, hopefully Bryce James can develop in the offseason or next offseason. I don't plan to win the championship next year either, so it's going to be a long video. And Joe Harris, we can be like a mentor for our guys, that veteran in the locker room, and he does sign. So I'll see you guys at the end, or at the beginning of the season to go to rotation. So James, Jared Vanderbilt, Bam Adebayo, Zach Collins, Melton, Ayo Dosunmu, Aaron Nesmith, and Paul Reed as the rotation. Honestly, I expect this to be a sneaky contender, hopefully. Once again, the 4 positions are still not good. I mean, Bryce James, I love that addition. He is, 6'9", small forward coming out of USC. And it's Maxey, Hero, Bryce James, Vanderbilt, Bam Adebayo, Zach Collins, Anthony Melton, Ayo Dosunmu, Aaron Nesmith, and Paul Reed. I think we can be a sneaky contender this year. I love Bryce James, that addition. Vanderbilt, it's definitely a very good, definitely a very good addition, but there's no telling if he's going to be the starting power forward of the future, like I said. But for now, I'll see you guys at the end of the season. So at the end of the season, we were the 3rd seed in the Eastern Conference. We got to play the Chicago Bulls. So the Bulls, they have D'Angelo Russell. They still have D'Lo, which is kind of interesting here. It looks like they signed him to a new contract, or he's on his last year. Yeah, he's on the last year of his contract. So he wasn't actually bad. I mean, like 18 points, 16 points to 13. He fell off, but he's still a very good starting point guard. Josh Giddey, Zach LaVine, Trey Lyles, Nikola Vucevic, Cody Williams. They got Ding, Johnny Davis, Brendan Watford. So against the Chicago Bulls, we are going to go ahead and beat them in 7, but I didn't go to the player stats here. So heading to the player stats, we got 22 from Maxi, 22 from Hero, 17 from Bam, we got 12 from Ojasumi, we got 12 from Bryce James, his rookie year, pretty good season, 11 from Zach Collins, 11.5 from D'Anthony Melton, 7 from Aaron Nesmith, 5 from Paul Reed, 4 from Jared Vanderbilt, and 2 from Kai Jones, with 2 from Mitchell, and then .8 from Joe Harris. So we're moving on to the second round to play Indiana. So Tyrese Halliburton, Quentin Grimes, Ron Holland, Jarris Walker, Miles Turner, Patrick Williams, Benedict Mathurin, Nimhard, Josh Green, Kel Ware. So yeah, they have really no injuries. So let's see what happens. So against the Indiana Pacers, we are going to go ahead and go down 3-2. Can we go ahead and force a game 7 here against the Indiana Pacers? That would be amazing. They want to give more minutes to Maxey. I should have did that before we hopped into the game. But it is a very close game, and it's looking like we are going to come down with it. 114 to 116. 27 from Tyler Hero. So I'm going to update the rotation like they want to. They want to give Maxey and Hero more minutes, which I definitely agree with. So we're going to a game 7 against the Indiana Pacers. It's in Indiana, so it might be difficult, but I think we can pull it off here, and it is looking like we should be able to, and the Pacers are going to just come back, and they're going to win the game. Wow, okay. We scored 9 points in the third quarter, bro. Come on. Okay. All right, man. 25 from Bam. I mean, it's definitely not over yet. I still want to make a couple more moves to get this team in contender mode. So I'm actually going to keep going for a couple more years. You have no pick in the draft, so heading to team play options, Joe Harris, I'm going to decline that team option. The qualifying offers we got Gabe out here, I'm going to not extend that. So in free agency, we got the Burrice and Tyler Hero, Zach Collins, and other guys. So I definitely want to bring back our core. Tyler Hero does not, okay, I'm going to re-sign Tyler Hero definitely to a max contract, $40 million. I'm going to give him a little bit more than $40 million because he definitely deserves it. So Tyler Hero, get him locked up, and then Zach Collins as well, if I can get you back, that would be nice. And then D'Anthony Melton, bring you back on a nice contract. Now, I still want to bring back Nesmith, so I'm just gonna go ahead and agree to sign all 3 of those guys, and then go ahead and sign Aaron D. Or if there's like a better option than Nesmith, Michael Porter Jr., DeAndre Hunter, Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris to play good with the Utah Jazz off the check. Yeah, 14 points off the bench, pretty good, 35% from threes. So he was not terrible for sure. So he was actually a really good addition. So, like I said, if there's a backup small forward out here, I would go ahead and go for it. Like Lou Dort would be nice. I mean, I don't know if he's gonna be better than Aaron Nesmith. I mean, Lou Dort, he's one year older. I mean, we could get him on the team, so I might just stick with Nesmith, though, for now. So Nesmith, I'm going to go ahead and re-sign him. So I'm going to re-sign all 4 of those guys here, get them back under contract. That was a lot of money we just spent. We still got the money to sign like a minimum contract player. I mean, obviously we do, so I definitely want to get an upgrade at the power forward position, but I'm probably going to run it back one more year, though, just to see what's going to happen. So I'm going to sign some extra depth. So Santi Aldama, I'll be wanting to give him like I don't want to spend more than a minimum, so let's say we go ahead and bring in like Derrick Jones to a minimum. Let's go ahead and sign an extra point guard. Let's sign let's go ahead and sign Cameron Payne. Now let's also go ahead and sign maybe another center just in case. Let's go ahead and sign Thomas Bryant, sure, to a minimum, 1+1. So bring all those guys in, Thomas Bryant, Cameron Payne, and Derrick Jones, and I'll see you guys at the end of the season. I'm actually going to go ahead and give Vando an extension here, so $12 million for 3 years, get Vanderbilt locked up long term. So at the end of the season, we were the 2nd seed in the Eastern Conference. So here's your player stats here. Not nothing too crazy once again. But yeah, we got to play the Knicks. So Collier, Brunson, Hart, Avdia. I mean, they have a lot of guards in their team, man. They got De'Aaron Fox, Isaiah Collier, and Jalen Brunson. It's kind of insane. They got no injuries. But against the Knicks, we are going to go ahead and beat this guard-heavy team to play the Hornets. So LaMelo Ball, Justin Edwards, Brandon Miller, Jaren Jackson, and Walker Kessler. This starting 5 is absolutely insane, man. I wouldn't be surprised if we lose by this team, but after that, their bench kind of falls off a little bit. But let's see what happens. So against the Hornets, we are going to beat them in 6. Never mind, now I got to play the Bulls. So no more D'Angelo Russell. They got Delano, they got Josh Giddey, Jimmy Butler. So they ended up keeping Jimmy Butler, I guess. They got Nikola Vucevic, Jalen Duren. Yeah, Cody Williams, Killian Hayes, Trendon Watford. Let's see what happens. So against the Bulls, we are going to, Tyrese Maxey, bruised right hip. Is that like a serious one? No, he's still gonna play though, which is amazing. So, we tie it up. We take the 2-1 lead. We take the 3-1 lead, and okay, Bryce James is hurt. They're gonna get 6 games. We're gonna beat them in 6 to go ahead and advance to the NBA Finals to play the Houston Rockets. So the Rockets. Okay, wait, is Bryce James not playing? No, okay, it looks like it's a severe injury. Wow, I didn't think it would actually be that severe. I thought he would play through it. And Zach Collins is hurt. Win. Okay, Zach Collins sprained left toe. Man, injuries might rail us here. Gotta play the Rockets. Game 1. They're gonna take game 2, game 3. Okay, wait, we're actually gonna get, okay, can we go ahead and beat them in 6? So we'll see what happens against the Rockets. I mean, it's a very close game, but it looks like we're gonna lose. So injuries railed us here. Zach Collins did play, but Bryce James did. So I'm offering this to the Houston Rockets. It's kind of funny that we're trading with the team that beat us in the NBA Finals, but I feel like Jabari Smith would be a really good addition here. And they have Cooper Flag. Maybe they want to trade him to open up more minutes for him. You never know. So Vanderbilt, Neesmith, 3 firsts for Jabari Smith, and they do decline. Wow, okay. 1 more first, and they do still decline. Okay. Melton in the trade. Okay, we get it. Okay, we get Jabari Smith on the team to be our new starting power forward here. I kind of want to move on from Paul Reed, though, not going to lie. But yeah, our bench does get worse with trading Anthony Melton, but I feel like it should be fine. We get our starting power forward. So Bryce James, I'm gonna accept that team option. Thomas Bryant, I'm gonna accept as well as Malik, or Mitchell Sanders. So no qualifying offers. In free agency here, we have no bird right. So after that, we need to sign some depth, and then we should be fine. So backup shooting guards, James Bouknight, Zaire Williams. I mean, I'm not really liking any of these options. Josh Okogie, Cam Reddish. I guess Cam Reddish would be nice. I guess for Thibault. I guess just give me like a Cam Reddish on a 2-year, $5 million deal, and then if we can also sign Thibault to like a minimum contract, that'll be nice. So bring in Reddish and Thibault, and then I'll go ahead and renounce Derrick Jones and Cameron Payne. Really need them back right now. And then yeah, we got 2 decent forwards off the bench. So we need now, I feel like, a backup shooting guard for sure. And then yeah, so we got Ben Shepherd. Hopefully he should develop Andre Jackson. I'll go ahead and sign Ben Shepherd to a minimum, and then after that, what do we need now? I would say an extra power forward. Then we got like Jordan Nwora down here, Chimo Kiki. Let's go and sign Jordan Nwora. Then after that, I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Might be the final season here since we're the #1 seed. I went ahead and extended Tyrese Maxey also. So heading into our player stats, once again, nothing too crazy here. So against the Cleveland Cavaliers, Garland, Suggs, Kispert, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen. So against the Cavs, we are going to lose in 5. All right. I'll run it back 1 more year, but if we still can't win a championship, then I'm done. Pretty good bench additions. We went ahead and actually traded for Lou Dort here. I trade a couple pieces, but we got him to go through. We also went ahead and signed Grant Williams. So they got to play the Orlando Magic. So yeah, let's see what happens. So against the Magic, they got washed up 83 overall Anthony Davis at this point. And then yeah, we are gonna beat them to play the Raptors. And against the Raptors, we're gonna go down 2-1. We are going to even it up 2-2. We're going to take the 3-2 lead, and we are going to go to a Game 7. We beat the Raptors in 7, or we win the game. To play the Wizards, so they got Bronny James, DJ Wagner, Asen Allen, Koa Pete, Nikola Jokic at the age of 35. Still at 97 overall. They got quickly off the bench Christian Koloko. So game 1 against the Rockets, or yeah, they take game 1. They take game 2. We do get 1 game on them, but they're going to take the 3-1 lead. We get 1 more game on them. Are going to force a game 7. So let's see what happens in 7 here in Simcast. Whoever wants us to play this San Antonio Spurs, and Lou Dort is injured though. I forgot to mention that. But let's see what happens. So it's looking like we're gonna have the lead heading into the 4th. Let's keep the lead. Let's go, bro. We're going to the NBA Finals. Let's go, man. Bryce James. He averaged 26.5 or 26.5 points in the conference finals. He's averaging 22 points per game right now. So Bronny James or Bryce James was really good addition situation here. Now we gotta play San Antonio, so they got Johnny Flan, Keontae George, Buzelis, Chet Holmgren, Andre Stojakovic, Hugo Gonzalez, Laurie Markin, and Trey Murphy, Usman Garuba, and then yeah, I'll see what happens. So game 1, they're gonna take. Game 2, we evened it up. Game 3, we take the 2-1 lead. They're gonna even it up once again. They're gonna take the 3-2 lead. We are going to force a game 7. So let's go ahead and see if we can win in game 7 here. So Zach Collins is hurt, and let's see what happens. So let's just pull it off here, man. Let's get the win. It's a pretty close game heading into the 4th quarter. We actually might have to probably hop into this. No, we're gonna force the game 7, and we are gonna win the NBA championship, man. Let's go. Finals MVP going to Tyler Hero. What a rebuild, man. We stopped in the middle of the video. We traded Joel Embiid, started a whole new thing in Philadelphia. Let's go, man. We win the championship. It took forever. We're in 2030 right now, so it's probably going to be a long video. So, hope you guys enjoyed it, though. We finally won a championship in Philadelphia. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.